Hello, everyone, and welcome to another exciting edition of Ace Your Space with your host, Michelle Chatterchik. Hello.
Hooray, hooray. Chuck, do you know how many shows that we have done?
I don't actually. What are we up to now?
This is lucky number 7.
That's your favorite number.
That is my favorite number. I am so impressed that you remembered that.
And if you want to have a little bit of insider information, folks, Michelle's extension at Ace Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical Supplies is what? 1177.
Yes, that's actually was formed for me because I believe in that number 7.
Yes.
The number of creation.
That was made exclusively for you.
Yes, it was.
That had to make you feel pretty special.
You know, I do feel
I didn't
special.
get to choose my extension.
You know, Chuck, we never get anything unless we ask.
That's true.
You know, I don't have a problem asking for anything, right?
Actually, my phone didn't even say it was Chuck Shazer until this past week.
Really?
They decided to keep me, and I said, put his name on the phone.
It doesn't say Daddy Shazer?
No, but it should.
Yes, it should. Yes, it should. How are you making out, Chuck, being a dad? Chuck is a brand new father, by the way, everybody. Let's congratulate him again.
Thank you, guys. It's
only been a little over a month, I think.
It is, yeah. Actually, our last show, he was in the NICU, I believe, when we're here last. And I had to run up there to see him afterwards. So he's home. He's been home. He's doing great. Thank God. He's putting on weight. He was a preemie, but he's doing great.
Has he been introduced to Chuck's Body Shop?
Not yet, but that day is coming, and I can't wait to introduce him to the backyard. We'll have plenty of time bonding over raking and things of that nature.
Whoops.
As Michelle is under construction here.
Sorry.
In the studio. Here we are live, cruising 92.1 WVLT.
I am Michelle Chatterchik Low.
Yeah, and here we are in a new year, Michelle.
We're with the new year, and we have a very special guest today, Mr. Bill Gonzalez from Habitat for Humanity, which is the Cumberland County edition. And we're going to get to him in just a little bit, because by the time I get done this man's credentials that he has before the age of 50, my show might be done.
We only have
That's
an hour.
how good he is.
We only have an hour. What are we going to do here?
I know.
Extend it maybe after we get done the credentials.
And I know that I caught you, Mr. Shazer. I caught you this week in the show snapping all kinds of pictures because it looks like something is different in the Violin showroom.
Folks, if you haven't been by the Ace Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical Supplies showroom, you got to stop by soon, because I'll tell you what, they have been working relentlessly to get that showroom in mint condition. It always was in fantastic shape, but we are updating the vignettes. When you talk about, Michelle, the new year and the new view.
The new view.
You stop in that showroom, you talk to one of the experienced showroom staff members. They will guide you on your journey to getting the bathroom or kitchen of your dreams. You got to start with one step, Michelle. One step right into the showroom. Something's going to catch your eye, folks. It's an enormous showroom. We have amazing products. Actually, showroom exclusive products that you can't find anywhere else, as a matter of fact.
And do you know what my favorite vignette is there? I'm sure you do by now.
Which one?
Oh, all the crystal. All the crystal lighting in the Sean Beck room.
The Sean Beck room is absolutely stunning.
My favorite.
Yeah, you have that prism effect when the light hits that crystal just right.
It's beautiful.
So you have the elegance of the Sean Beck chandelier, folks. And, Michelle, a lot of those chandeliers it'll fit anyone's budget. There's something for everyone.
I know a lot of people think when they're remodeling, I overhear the conversations when they remodel, they don't realize that, you could just take a light fixture, and that'll add something to that room of yours without having to spend zillions of dollars of replacing everything. You could just really
I think there's probably a common misconception that something of that quality is this going to be out of your price range? Let's face it. If you're middle class, oh my gosh, I can't afford something like that.
Right, you're
but
right.
That's absolutely not true.
It isn't. You're absolutely correct. Also, I have a few announcements that I just wanted to make before we let Bill take over today. Bill has some great information that he's going to share with you, and that's why he's our guest today.
Mm-hmm. It's awesome.
A couple little things I wanted to mention. I'm not sure if anybody noticed yet, but it is time to support those Girl Scouts. Okay, it is cookie time. What's your favorite Girl Scout cookie?
I would have to say the coconut caramel.
I like how you say caramel.
Caramel. I told you, remember that you said
yes.
Everyone says caramel. I had an effective speaking class in college, and it said caramel.
I've learned so much from you, Chuck. You're, 15, 18, 20 years younger than me? I am actually, at the age of 56, speaking properly now that I've met you. Thank you.
Well, there's nothing wrong with our slang of saying certain words. I mean, the whole purpose of communication is knowing what the person's saying, right? So if we all use the same slang, we all know. So it's not that big of a deal. But I have a thing for pronouncing things correctly if I can.
So yours is caramel.
Caramel.
And for me, it's those Thin Mints, because I really believed as a child that Thin Mints, that I could eat them and not get fat. And that wasn't true because I was quite a heavy child. And I just realized Mr. Gonzalez just shot a message over to me. I'm the oldest one in this room. Isn't that great? The oldest, he tells me.
They say with age comes wisdom.
Absolutely.
Correct?
And I'm going to go back to the Girl Scout wisdom. You ready? The Girl Scout cookie wisdom. Because I was a Girl Scout and my mother was Cookie Mother. I wanted you to know that the founder of the Girl Scouts, Juliet Gordon-Low, LOW, just like me.
Have you done one of those Ancestry.com or 23andMe tests? And are you related to this person?
I really am related. I truly am. I still have my sash and all my little patches of every little accomplishment I did, because I haven't done any accomplishments since then.
Yeah, right. Meme award winner of marketing director of the universe, I think was what we won, or what you won, I should say.
You won
last fall.
And the awards that you won, by the way, I took your awards, your meme awards, and moved them yesterday.
They were missing.
They're
I was
moved.
going to check the security camera footage.
I know exactly where they're at. I keep doing this. I'm so sorry. I want to go back to those Girl Scout cookies because the cookie sale actually started in 1917. And the reason I'm bringing it up is because I'm hopeful that I think it's only $4 a box that you can support those Girl Scouts out there. It really does help fund funding for them. And I'm going to make it really, really easy for you. Oh, she looks just like me, Juliet Lowe. Bill Gonzalez just showed me a picture of Juliet Lowe. She is beautiful.
Look at that. My goodness. And
Girl Scout cookies, though, I'm going to get this out. I mean this. You guys are going to let me get it out because Ace Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical Supplies, 667 South Delsey Drive in Vineland, from 12 to 2 p.m. today.
Oh.
Stop in there and see Grace and Kate. They are going to be selling cookies. They're in a contest. I want them to win. If you could stop at Ace.
Well, you can't beat that. Folks, you can go see the showroom. You can see the new vignettes we have. The beautiful American Standard DXV line of products. And you get yourself a treat. You can't beat that, Michelle. You can get 2 treats. Go and walk in the showroom, see how you can upgrade your home with the amazing products that we have, and cure your sweet tooth at the same time.
Cure your sweet tooth at the same time. And we don't really sell scales there, so you could eat all the cookies you want. I mean, if you need a scale, we'll get you one. But and so it is Girl Scout cookie time. Support those Girl Scouts. You're going to see them everywhere, but I'm going to make it real easy for you. Just stop at Ace Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical Supplies. Say hello to Grace and Kate and help them unload a couple of cases today.
Absolutely. And I think the all the morals that they teach the Girl Scouts, the life lessons, I think it's worth that. Organization's fantastic. It's been around for years.
Many since actually they started making the cookies in their own kitchens, the mothers and the daughters that were members of the Girl Scouts. They're in 1917. But Juliet Lowe.
So that would be your great grandmother?
She would be. Even greater than that, though, I think.
How many greats do we go back?
Well, it's a great, great, great family that I belong to. So 1912 is when they were founded, and 1917 is when the cookies started selling for their funds.
Yeah, so folks, stop by today. East Plumbing, Heating, Electrical Supplies, 667 South Delsey Drive in Vineland. Cure that sweet tooth. We have those cookies there. I wonder what the #1 selling cookie is. Do you know?
I think it's the Thin Mints, but I'm not positive. I'm not positive about that. Now that you lost the weight from the holidays, let's gain it back on here with these cookies, because you know what? You get one sleeve, you're going to sit down. If you freeze those Thin Mints, you will sit down and eat the whole sleeve. I promise you.
It's like a delicious,
I promise
chocolatey, like frosted dessert treat.
Chuck, now that I see that Jim Burke has joined us, I better get on the ball here. We have Ace Education.
Yes, we do. Another tremendous thing that we offer at Ace Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical Supplies, the classes. Keep up on your credits. If you're out there, if you're a tradesperson, keep up on the law. And these classes are at Ace. I mean, it's very convenient. If you're in a distance where you can hear my voice right now, if you're in that proximity, fantastic. You come to Ace, have the classes, and actually at the same time you can see the products that we sell. The heating repair parts, all the parts that we have. My goodness, folks, not just the showroom stuff, but we can be your one-stop shop for education, and then you can buy what you need to fix that client's furnace.
Get smart. Buy the products that show how smart you are when you're putting them in, and get some cookies while you're there too, because we'll still have them.
It's a win-win.
It is a win-win. And actually the next class is the 30th of this month, which is Wednesday, and that's the gas furnace troubleshooting. You could go to teamace.com for the education schedule, and all the events are listed right on there.
Counter days, when we have those, it's a tremendous opportunity for you to learn about the products that we sell. Talk to the reps. They're very knowledgeable on all the ins and outs, the history of the product, the new features of the products. All these companies, Michelle, they evolve over time. And they can get all the information they need. What's that?
The way you say that. Say it again.
Evolve.
Evolve. I love the way you say that, Chuck. Evolve. So good. So I didn't really want to talk about the Girl Scout cookies too much, because my trainer, she has been on a mission to get some poundage off, because she's been in a contest, and here I am talking about Girl Scout cookies. So my trainer's away today. I'm sure that she won't hear me talk about the cookies, because I'm going to be eating them, and she's going to make me work out even harder.
This is a great time to talk about cheating on your diet.
Yeah.
She'll never know.
She'll never know.
We'll never know.
She'll never know. Now, there's a few more announcements. Is there anything that you have on there that you would on your list?
Well, yeah, as a matter of fact, I mean, of course, it's been so cold, folks, that I don't have to tell you that. If your boiler air furnace is giving you some trouble, of course, you want to call a repairman, get them out there, HVAC guy. With the parts that you need, we sell them. We sell parts for boilers. If you have radiant heat, if you have hot air furnace, we sell parts by the manufacturers: Utica, Penco, Rheem, Shore Comfort, Wall McLean, Goodman, Cozy Heaters, and Miller Nordine. So if you have any of those units in your house and you need a part, stop in at Ace. And then we have, look at our counter now at Ace Plumbing, Heating, Electrical Supplies. Our counter has grown.
Oh my, the staff. Right. You're talking about staff?
The staff, yeah.
Oh,
so
it's a beautiful picture.
Boom, just like that. Get weighted on and get what you need.
I love seeing the females behind the counter. You know that.
Yeah,
it seems like, I don't know, car dealerships, any kind of counter that has to do with, I hate to say it like this, with men.
You're trying to
sounds terrible, doesn't it?
That like we're smelly or something?
No, it's just that almost like a man's world. But us women, we're breaking into that. We break into that. So it's nice. We have some employees that actually have stepped up to the plate and been promoted, and they're doing counter sales now. And there's a couple of females there, and I like seeing that. I like to see women in sales.
Absolutely.
So, well, here we go. Get ready. I'm going to introduce to you Mr. Bill Gonzalez. He's been a lifelong resident of Island. He also joined the United States Marine Corps. He was fresh out of high school when he did this, okay? In fact, let me turn I want you to be able to see him.
Eyes on him now.
There he is. He attended Atlanta County Police Academy, the 50th session. In 1992, he left the sheriff's office to accept an investigator's position with the Camden County Prosecutor's Office. Bill was also the liaison to the Attorney General's office specializing in human trafficking crimes. Served on the Violent Police Athletic Board of Directors, volunteered for Violent Fire Department, served on the South Violent Little League Board of Directors. Bill is also a past member of the New Jersey Organization for Latino Law Enforcement, former president, and National Association of Police Officers. In 2005, he was promoted to senior investigator. Bill actually retired from his law enforcement career in 2005. Bill was the president of the PBA, Local 316. In 1996, that was for 15 years. PBA state delegate in 2000 for 11 years and served as co-chairman of the Legislative Committee. 2010, he was appointed as the vice chairman to the board of directors with the Latin American Economic Development Association. 2012, Bill served as chief of the Cumberland County 911 Emergency Center and currently serves as a member of the Knights of Columbus, Violent Elks, and board of directors member for the Hispanic Leadership Association. Just 6 months ago, Bill was the recipient of the Puerto Rican Festival Committee Guanine Award, which is the most prestigious award given to identify the community leader as Diana, chief of all chiefs, leader of all leaders. Without further ado, welcome Mr. Bill Gonzalez, Executive Director of the Cumberland County Habitat for Humanity.
Welcome, Bill.
Wow.
Welcome, Bill.
Wow.
Woo! That was.
I think I'm going to have to pay you a little bit more money for that introduction.
And let me tell you, all under the age of 50, smart guys, since I'm the oldest one here. That's very impressive, Bill. I can see why you are the executive director. Congratulations, and God bless you.
Thank you.
I
God
mean,
bless you all too.
Oof. Can you tell everybody why today is a special day that we actually wanted you on here to help you promote something that is dear to your heart?
Well, one of the greatest parts about 2019 is that Cumberland County Habitat for Humanity enters its 30th year. Its 30th year in Cumberland County, serving the people of Cumberland County. And I got to tell you, I'm very proud of that. And I'm very proud of what the organization does. Its past leaders and its past board members and volunteers, and also the current board members and volunteers as well. They really do deserve a great round of applause for all the great things they do here in Cumberland County.
I thank you for that. And just so people know, can you let people, anybody who's listening, let them know exactly what Habitat for Humanity really is?
Habitat for Humanity is an organization that was founded in 1973, in Georgia, and it's a program where it's a hand up, not a handout. It's where we build low-income housing for members of the community who would normally not be able to afford a house on the normal retail market.
Okay.
And it was started in 1973, and it became very popular somewhere around 1984. When we had former President Jimmy Carter join the family for Habitat for Humanity. And he still does go out and do builds for Habitat for Humanity.
Does he really?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I heard him talk about that on a talk show. He was hammering nails in somewhere.
Really?
Jimmy Carter, yeah.
He's a volunteer.
He is a volunteer. Matter of fact, Habitat has created what they call the Jimmy Carter builds. So what they do is they'll find a location in the United States or anywhere around the world. It's an international organization. And they create what they call the Jimmy Carter build. And the Carter build is where the actual Carter family comes, and you too can volunteer next to the former president and help build the homes.
I see. That's a little marketing way to get them to volunteer, huh?
So he'll fly anywher to do that?
Jimmy he will. Carter? Absolutely. Will? Yeah.
Internationally?
International.
Wow. You got to give him credit there, Shelley.
I give him a lot of credit.
It is hammering nails, building stuff at his age. And what a great cause that is.
It's and I'm sure that there's particulars that they would have to qualify for something like that. Like,
all you have to do is have the desire to want to learn how to use a hammer, and that's it. It's that basic and that simple. The desire to help the community and the desire to want to learn how to do a little bit of construction
for the volunteering.
That's correct. And that's it, really. It's and the biggest part of it is the heart to want to help the community. So you don't need to have any skills or anything. Even you can volunteer for Habitat.
Michelle Lowe.
Absolutely.
Chatterchik.
Yes,
I might talk the whole time. They're banging nails,
but
though.
that's okay.
You know what I mean?
That's okay. Everybody needs to be entertained.
That's true too.
That's right.
That's great. Thanks, Bill. And then is there a special rate or anything like that? Because you said it's for lower income.
It is, and what it is they have to be able to qualify for a mortgage. So no different than when you and I purchased our home.
Yes.
These individuals have to be able to qualify.
We didn't do
for
it together,
mortgage as well.
folks. I don't want to confuse them, Bill.
No, we bought two separate homes.
Let's get it straight here.
Yeah. So we had to.
Hi, Felicia. She's on here.
Hi, Felicia.
I know you can't see her. Bill can't see the comments on the page, folks, on my personal page because he's across the table. But I will show him. You got a lot of hellos on my page here.
Hello, everyone.
There you go.
So with Habitat, you have to be able to qualify for a mortgage. And then not only do you have to qualify for a mortgage, but you also have to have the ability to qualify through the need, and have to have the need for the home as well. So it's a big process, and I want to get into that a little bit.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure. How about we take the call because it's probably for you.
We have a phone
We'll take the
Okay.
call first.
Absolutely.
Go ahead, caller.
Wow. Oh, that's really
Wow.
wonderful.
That's awesome. Thank you, Paul. We really do appreciate all that you do for Habitat as well. Thank you. Thank you. We greatly appreciate it and look forward to having your support down in Salem County as well. And if you ever feel as though you want to jump in a car and say hello to us at Cumberland County, feel free to do that as well. Thank you.
Wow, talk about positives all the way around.
And Chuck, maybe you can give that phone number for calling in.
Yeah, if you have a question of any
Bill?
kind, if it's a question about Ace Plumbing, Heating, Electrical Supplies, or Habitat for Humanity, call us there at Cruise 92.1 at 856-696-0092. Again, that's 856-696-0092. And Michelle, I see the phone flashing yet again.
Really? Wow. I'm not sure if the caller's on the phone, though. I'm trying to see. Because I know I want to hear the process from Bill.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess we'll, okay.
You want to take one more?
Sure, take one more.
Hello, caller, you there? Hello?
Hello?
I don't know if we have. You're breaking up a little bit.
You're breaking up a lot. Okay, so we're just going to move on because Bill, that was just a funny phone call. Bill has some information about the process, for anybody that's actually interested or is in need of a home. Go ahead, Bill. Let us know how that works.
Well, just to give you someplace where you can go and also follow this information is if you go to cumberlandnjhabitat.org, it's our website, and visit our page there and our homeowner application page. Click on that as well, and you're able to. It gives you a breakdown of what it is that you have to be able to do in order to qualify to buy a home, and there is an application on there for you to fill out and apply for the program as well. So in order to be able to purchase a home, you have to be and qualify low income, and you have to be able to qualify for a conventional mortgage as well. And then you also have to demonstrate a legitimate need for housing, prove a steady income that is less than 80% of the area median salary, which is what makes you and qualifies you as low income, yet sufficient enough to maintain ownership of a home. In Cumberland County, we believe that income is somewhere between $30,000 and $35,000 for a family. You have to have good credit, and you have to be willing to take financial literacy courses as
So
well.
I have a question.
Yes.
If you have good credit, why am I coming to you?
That's a great question, and I'll tell you why. what happens is we build homes and we sell homes based upon your income. So the pricing of the house is going to cost and be priced at an affordable price based upon your income, not where you would conventionally go out and buy a house and the owner's selling it and what he wants for it is what he wants for it.
Mm-hmm.
And in Cumberland County, the average home today is in upwards of $140,000.
Sure.
Right? Low income folks don't necessarily qualify to buy homes of that greater value. So what we do is your mortgage and the price of your home is based upon your actual income.
Okay.
Not the value of the home.
Okay. So that's the difference then. Yeah. Okay.
So, it's not like, the handout, like you were saying, it actually works for the individual based on their financial situation.
Absolutely, 100%. And what it does is it allows a family who would not normally be able to purchase a home on the regular retail market, purchase a home and become a homeowner and become more stable within our community.
Okay. There's another call. This is perfect timing to take that call. Go ahead, caller.
I appreciate the call, and I have no issues talking about it. And yeah, you're absolutely right. There are different programs, and based upon where you're at, that will help subsidize these builds. And some programs are through HUD, and some programs are through the USDA as well. So depending on where you're at, you qualify through those particular programs as well. No, I don't think the federal government allocates specific funding for habitat. The federal government allocates funding for home ownership and through HUD programs. And then that money gets allocated by each individual municipalities, or in some cases the counties, or in some cases the state. It depends on how that's done. In Cumberland County, it's a consortium, and it's a consortium that has multiple different municipalities in it, but you still have to apply for that through a grant process. Yeah, I'm not positive of how big that is, but I would recommend that you look up what it is, how much it is, what is HUD's, how much money does HUD have allocated, and wow. Yeah, well, that's because habitats don't normally get that money unless you apply for it. So not every habitat uses that as a funding mechanism, and it doesn't happen to, and it's not given directly to Habitat International to hand out to all the habitats. That's not how that works. Sure. Yeah, see, it absolutely is real. Absolutely is real.
Do you have a habitat?
No, the only way to do that would be to contact HUD directly, and I'm sure that they would be willing to give you that figure overall. I can tell you that in Cumberland County, every time we go to build a home, we have to apply for that money specifically for that house. So we don't get out of, we're not part of any government's budget. And we apply through a grant process to have some of that funding allocated towards our build. That's why, and that helps make it possible for us to be able to sell these homes to these individuals at a lesser value. I appreciate the call. Thank you so much.
It's a great call.
Yeah, but we are spending that money within the United States of America, taking care of the people here, and I think it's a noble cause.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm all about helping the individuals and the people, and one of the things we always should keep in mind is that these homeowners or homeowners, they're paying for their home, and they're securing that house, and they cannot and do not have the ability to capitalize on any portion of that home for 20 years. So that home is listed as low-income housing for 20 years, within at least how it operates with Cumberland County Habitat. Now, folks, one of the things I want to remind you of is, or educate you with, is Habitat for Humanity's in other counties are independently chartered, and none of us, although we all are Habitat for Humanity and serve the community in the same way, we all manage the home builds and the home funds in a different way. So none of us really do everything identical or everything the exact same way. I know that there are habitats out there who build rental properties, and I know there's habitats that do different types of homes. In Cumberland County, we do single family homes, and we're lucky enough that we do have the availability of some land here in Cumberland County, and that we're able to do that.
Sure.
Bill, real quick question. How many homes have you actually built so far? Do you have that number?
We are currently building our 30th home in Cumberland County.
Okay. Wow.
And 30 homes in 30 years, right?
Yeah.
And
a home a year.
Oh yeah, and we've assisted over 100 folks or over 100 families in Cumberland County in a variety of different ways. Habitat for Humanity has had programs that assist those individuals who need critical home repairs.
Okay.
We've had programs to assist those individuals in need of ramps for their homes. We recently, the last couple of years, built 3 ramps, one in the city of Violin, two ramps, one in the city of Violin and one in the city of Bridgeton.
Okay.
And, we try to maintain busy, continue to help the community and help bring a better quality of life to the residents of Cumberland County.
Sure.
And you actually have done that, 30 homes in 30 years? Yeah, over 100 people that you've helped.
And Michelle, these are folks that, if they're in that bracket, that salary bracket, right? These are good people. These are people that work hard day in and day out. I'm sure in many cases, Bill, both family members are working probably.
Yes.
Also at the same time. So these are hardworking people.
Yes, they are.
That deserve a hand. And let's face it, it's a basic human right to have shelter of some kind, right?
And I think it's great, the volunteers, that they actually go there to build. Most of the volunteers,
absolutely.
Maybe not most, I might be wrong about that, have their own home, so they know the experience of ownership. And
if they don't, they certainly do have an opportunity to embrace it through our programs, and they see how the program affects the families specifically as well. The greatest part about Habitat for Humanity is the camaraderie that we have and that the volunteers bring to the organization. Now, we have different types of volunteers. We've got the volunteers that come out to the job site and help us out to build homes. We've got volunteers that come to our RE-store, which is located right next door to Ace Plumbing and Heating.
And Electrical Supplies, 667 South Delsey Drive. Sorry, Phil.
There you go, Michelle.
I'm sorry. Got to get that out.
Absolutely. And we have volunteers that help us with their professional services. We've got volunteers that help us with our website. They help build the website. They manage the website. We've got volunteers that help us and serve as board members. We've got volunteers that come in and help us in the administrative capacity at our offices. So we've got a large variety of different types of volunteers.
Yes.
And every single one of them makes it possible for our families to be able to have the affordable homes that they get.
And that restore, right where Chuck is positioned, he has a lot of windows. And when I go into him to just give him anything, I go, oh my goodness, look across the street. Wow. I always see so many cars there.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking about a great organization, folks. You can donate, right, Bill? You can
donate household items.
Yeah.
Pick up for free, I was told. Right?
Absolutely. If you've got an item that you can't bring in yourself and it's big and oversized, you can certainly call us at the store at 856-563-0292, extension 1, and talk to Jeff or Evan, and they'll be more than glad to schedule you, and our truck will come to your location and pick up the donation that you're doing at that point.
And those guys are great too, because I bought some furniture from there. I didn't bother you. You know, I wasn't there to get a deal per se. And
you did get a deal. It's the restore.
It's the restore. Yeah, right. It was brand new. Somebody dropped off 2 bureaus that were brand spanking new. And they were new, really new, $100 a piece. So when they came to my house and dropped them off, I gave them stuff in return. Just take that with you.
When you think about all
I had such a good deal.
All the positive vibes here, Michelle. You have, if you're out there and you have a piece of furniture that you're like, I don't know what to do with this. Okay. Maybe a loved one passed away and you don't want to take the time to sell. Everybody's so busy today. You call Restore, they'll come and they'll get it, and then they'll sell it to a person that maybe they can't afford a brand new, let's say it's a dresser.
Right.
Okay. So now that money goes towards a great cause, giving these homes. I mean, you can't beat that program. All the way
it's
around.
Awesome. He's got so much more too.
One of the great things about that program is imagine how many tons of trash we're keeping out of our landfill, because it's not trash; it's reusable items that people still have a need for. So, you know, that service in and of itself is a valuable service that Habitat provides the community, and we're so fortunate that we have a community that supports it as well. And the greatest part of that is 100% of the money that restore raises goes to help build homes.
Mm-hmm. You can't beat that. It's positive vibes everywhere, Michelle.
And I think Ace Plumbing, Heating, Electrical Supplies has a little play with you in that. Am I correct?
Absolutely. They've got a large play in that.
Okay.
Ace Plumbing and Heating provides us with all of the plumbing, electrical, and heating materials needed to build these homes. They donate these materials, and they have been a part and an intricate part of Habitat for Humanity for many years, and we look forward to a continued great relationship with ACE.
We knew we worked for great people, right, Chuck?
Absolutely.
We knew that. That's why we stay. We love what we do, and we love who we do it for, and that's the most important thing.
Great things that ACE contributes to in the community, and you know, not all of it's advertised. You know, that's not why we do it. You know, so there's a lot of things that we're a part of that the average person doesn't know out there, and we don't do it because of that. You know, we do it because it's the right thing to do, and giving back to the community is the right thing to do. And ACE has been doing that for many years.
Many years. And Bill, what does someone have to do? Do they go online?
They can simply go to our website, www.cumberlandnjhabitat.org, and visit our home application link.
Okay.
And they can see all of the criteria that it required. And then if they go down to the bottom, it says download an English application. And you can also, on our website, we have it in Spanish as well to help our Spanish community out as well. And we have an online application in Spanish as well.
That's great. That's awesome.
And then once you apply, you bring it to us, and we schedule you for what we call Habitat Homeownership 101.
Okay, I think I saw the room that you do that in when I took your tour.
And what we do is we have different. We've got a member of our board, Blaise Manzoni, who owns or is a manager of a Finance of America mortgage.
Yes.
And they come over and they help teach the course. Oh, yeah. And the course talks about your credit. First of all, it teaches you what a mortgage is, so that you have a better understanding as to what it is that you're going to do.
Right.
And then it teaches you all about your credit. What affects your credit? What doesn't affect your credit? How a credit card use affects your credit. And a lot of people don't understand how that is.
No.
And then at the end we go over all of what we need to do for Habitat in order for you to qualify as well, and what it is that you have to agree to do for the next 20 years as well.
It must be difficult if there's only one per year, per se. It's got to be so difficult to pick that family.
It is. We have a family selection committee. And that family selection committee meets. They review all of the applications. And then what they do is once they narrow it down, then they do what's called home visits, which is a large part of that application process.
Okay.
And they go visit the families at their homes, and they go to evaluate a lot of different things. And a large portion of it is to make sure that what's on the application is correct, to make sure that the individuals are living in an environment that they are being responsible for.
Right.
So there's a lot of to buy a Habitat home.
It's not easy.
It's not easy.
No.
It's not easy. It's highly competitive, and the third part is you too have to help us build your home.
That's nice, though.
The family has to come out.
I like
and
that.
Give us 250 hours of volunteer time for each adult member of the family to help build the home. And the key to that is that they not only have a vested interest now in their home,
right,
but they also are learning skills that most homeowners should know in order to help facilitate the small repairs that are needed as time goes on.
Sure.
I'm going to do it so I can be a skillful homeowner.
It's funny.
And make a home for somebody else.
When I got hired, I knew how to use a hammer.
I could tell.
know nothing.
Did you ever see Bill's hands? Look, he's not hammering anything.
No, I don't.
Right,
I don't know.
Felicia? Are you still there, Felicia?
Hi, Felicia.
He's not hammering anything. I don't know if she's still on. I'm trying to ask her.
But I learned a lot. I mean, we've got Joe Santini, who is our construction coordinator. He has over 25 years of experience building homes. We've got Tom Baxter, who's there all the time, who also helps us with with coordinating volunteers, and he too has some great experience in building homes, and he takes the time to go over what it is that they're doing and teach everyone how to do what it is that we do.
And what volunteers were you looking for? You mentioned something this week. Was it media, or you were looking for volunteers?
Absolutely. What we're looking to do is put together a video for Habitat from over the last 30 years. So if you're out there and you know how to utilize a computer to put all the photos and the little video clips and those things together, we'd love to have you come on board, and you can teach me how to do it as well. Because as much as I want to say that I'm computer literate, I think that some phones are called smartphones. Well, I'm the opposite type of user.
The really cool thing here, Michelle, there's so many cool aspects of Habitat for Humanity, but one thing that I've noticed very quickly is the prep that goes into making sure that these people are successful in their new home.
Oh, absolutely.
So they can take care of it physically and afford it as well.
Absolutely. And it doesn't end there, because we embrace the homeowner, and if they need us, we're there for them as well. Again, if they fall on some hard times or they need additional financial training and some assistance, we go out to assist them as well. Now, one of the things that I'd like to talk about that's happening this year is our 30th anniversary.
Yes.
It's amazing that the amount of great things that Habitat has done over the last 30 years. And on Friday, March 8th, we are having our Home and Hammer anniversary dinner gala event. And that's going to take place at Eastland Golf Course in Greenview Inn. And it starts at 6 p.m. And this year, we have some live entertainment coming out to join us with the Kenny I Band.
They're excellent. I've actually heard the Kenny I Band, and I've heard about this dinner that you put on. I've never had the opportunity to go because either I was doing another fundraiser, but this year on March 8th, I'll be there to represent Ace Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical Supplies, because I'm sure that we fall into a group here that I can show up.
Absolutely.
And of course, we're going to have something for you, because I think you do the 50-50 or the not the Chinese auction, but the silent auction.
We're
Or do you
doing.
do
I
both?
think we're not doing a silent this year. What we're going to try to do is put together a live auction for the night,
Okay.
and see if we can make that work for us. And it's a great night. It's $75 a ticket. It's you get a raw bar, artisan cheese board, grilled vegetables with your hors d'oeuvres, brick oven pizza, stromboli station, and then we have a surf and turf sit down dinner. I mean,
That's phenomenal.
listen, I like to eat, so this is the favorite part of my job. I get to go and sit with a lot of great people and have a great meal.
We have, I wanted to put out 2 more announcements and go back into the dinner because it actually all flows together. Of course, maybe even Chuck knows what's going on. I don't know if you remember if you wanted to make that announcement about March 22nd. I'll do that one because that's my favorite one. The Jersey Fresh Comedy Club is coming, and that's Gino Bisconti. And Gino Bisconti is from Vineland. This is the 7th show, I believe. Lucky number 7 again. And I think my brother and myself have been there 6 times. So It's a great evening. It is a fundraiser. It's also Tom Marigi's birthday. So that means it's going to be a really, really good time. To get tickets, just call Angela, 856-207-5151, or you can contact me. And you know where to find me, I'm sure.
And I was there last year with Mrs. Shazer.
Yes, you and Mrs. Shazer before Little Shazer came. and the tickets are only $23, and you're going to get 3 comedians. I mean, they are hysterical.
It's a really fun night.
I mean, Google Aaron Berg, BERG, hysterical.
And I think, and also I think Michelle has a little crush on this gentleman.
The arms. It's just his arms.
You showed me a picture yesterday. I said, it looks like Vin Diesel a little bit. Michelle got very red in the face.
I said, I don't care if he's funny. And Angela said, Michelle, he is so funny. And then I Googled him. I said, arms and funny. Oh, boy. Goodness. And he's probably 20 years younger than me, but that's okay.
And what an inexpensive night out that's local. You don't have to drive to Atlantic City. You don't have to drive to Philadelphia.
Right.
And stay right in Vineland and go to that great event.
And right along with that, we have the Greater Vineland Chamber of Commerce, and they're celebrating 100 years, Bill. I'm sure you know that, of service this year. And you could see all their events on the vinelandchamber.org. And that was going to lead me right into the big night for Bill Gonzalez, which is Friday, March 8th. And again, it is only $75. I know you hear 23 and 75, but you're getting surf and turf. You know, you're getting all of that goes for donation. Every single penny of that.
Yeah, we are very, very lucky here in Cumberland County because we've got a lot of great local businesses that assist us in many different ways. With the Bono family at Eastland Golf Course and Greenview Inn, as well as with the Marigi family over at Marigi Savoyan. I mean, we've got a lot of great families do a lot of great things for our community, a lot of different events, and my hat's off to them for all that they do for us as well.
I'm glad. Tommy does do a lot for everybody, doesn't he?
Absolutely.
He really does. It's just like I feel like Ace. Ace does everything for everybody. People don't even know about it. So, Bill, where is your next home going to be?
We are currently building in Vineland, and it's at 1000 West Oak Road.
Really?
Yes.
Right on Oak Road.
Right on Oak Road. Matter of fact, when you leave here, just go take a ride by there. You'll see the group
I
of people
will.
that are working now. They're inside the house now. Thank God. Weather,
that is so exciting.
So now we're in the house. We're painting. We're doing trim work. We're doing flooring, and we're installing cabinets, and we're preparing for the big move, and we're hoping that that's going to take place at the end of February.
Ah, that's really exciting. We'll have to get some pictures and we'll post them for you because I am actually going to go by there. I'm really excited to hear Oak Road because I grew up near Oak Road, and it's very exciting. It doesn't mean somebody that has a lower income. It doesn't mean that you have to be in a city on the avenue of the city. I'm not saying our avenue. I'm just saying in general, you don't have to be living up top in an apartment, where you're paying $500 a month or something to that effect. You're living in Oak Road.
Oh yeah, neighborhood. The neighbors have been extremely receptive. Some of the neighbors have come out to assist us as well.
That is so
some
nice.
have stopped when they were driving by to drop water off to the volunteers that are there to help. The city of Vineland, or Cumberland County as a whole, is extremely lucky that our community is a loving, caring community. And they are tremendous in assisting us in wanting to help us continue to build the homes. So you don't have to be a volunteer to lift a hammer. You don't have to be a volunteer to go to the restore and help us work there. You don't have to be a volunteer to help us with some professional services. You don't have to be a volunteer to be on the board of directors or with administration. Simply volunteering to bring our different volunteers bottled water,
like drop off a case of water,
maybe a pizza every now and then.
That's a good idea.
There's a lot of different things and a lot of different ways that you can help with Habitat for Humanity. And remember that all of our volunteers are there on their own free time. And you can easily come on out, stop out, 1000 West Oak Road. Again, go to our website, www.cumberlandnjhabitat.org. Visit our volunteer page, and on there it'll tell you exactly what it is you have to do to volunteer. There are some safety courses that we ask that you take.
Oh.
It's online, and you bring the paperwork with you to the job site, and we're there every Saturday from 8 in the morning to approximately 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Okay.
You don't have to stay the whole day. You could stay a portion of the day, and if that doesn't work for you, we've got our restore administrative offices. We've got a lot going on, and we certainly can use your help to come out and make it happen with us.
I'm going to take a peek at that myself. Volunteer already for the Turkey Drive, which, yes, Steve Plevins, I did just get your message this morning. I will be there on the 31st at 5:30. And I do a little bit with the Alzheimer's and Big Brothers Big Sisters, but I am looking to do something else to add to that venue. So it might be going 1000 Oak Road.
Thank you.
Yeah,
we look forward to it.
Volunteerism, I think you're talking about one of the most special qualities of human beings.
And before Chuck closes us out for the day, don't forget, folks, it is March 8th for the Habitat anniversary dinner. It is their 30 years. March 8th. It starts at 6 p.m., 7 o'clock's dinner. It's only $75, folks. It's a great entertainment night. It's a fun night. It's community night. It's giving back night. Be a part of it. Be a part of it. And don't forget to come to the comedy show that I'm going to be at. Woo-hoo.
Jersey Fresh.
Jersey Fresh, March 22nd. The tickets are only $23. That's also a fundraiser. You will get your inner jogging on. Your abs will look so good when you get done this show. You can contact Angela, 856-207-5151 for tickets, or you can find me. You know where to find me if you want some tickets. And Chuck, that leaves it with you.
Well, folks, we want to thank everybody for listening to another exciting edition of Ace Your Space with your host, Michelle Chatterchik Lowe. This is Chuck Shazer. God bless everyone, and we'll see you next time.
Bye, Bill. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, Chuck. Don't forget to get your Girl Scout cookies. Oh, I forgot to mention the Girl Scout cookie. How did we do?
We could have went for another hour. He has a time available. Because he left me a message the other day.
Who?
He's got an hour available. And I still got to call him back.
I do this because I got